To another top anime of all time. We're at number 67. Now then, I will say this right off the bat. Great Teacher Onizuka is number 67, and it teaches you moral lessons. With that being said, I do not recommend this for children. For the first episode gives you a plot of what Onizuka does, because he's the teacher. He teaches pretty much delinquents and gang members. He teaches them all how to be better people by torturing them, because he used to be in a gang. Here's the funny thing. He teaches them how to be better people by the first time. I would just like to say this. Great Teacher Onizuka's plot summary starts off at episode 2 and forward. Episode 1 has nothing to do with anything. Because he goes to a school, he teaches kids by torturing them by means, because the students get into meet a gang, and then he decides to he's a really well-known gang member because he's Onizuka. And the funny thing is that he wants to torture his students. So he takes off their shirts off, ties them up, and then dunks their fucking heads into the river. What the fuck? That's fucking horseshit. And then he comes to the very next day thinking he's gonna get fired, and then all the delinquents are like, being polite and stuff, and the principal's like praising Onizuka's like, how the fuck did you do this? It's pretty fucking funny. But the main point is that he teaches middle school students, alright? And they're all delinquents. First off, the first character he helps out because he's his video game buddy. He has this plot in the beginning because he got picked on and bullied. They write stuff on him, and then he tries to commit suicide. Great Onizuka helps him out by making fun of the girls that are making fun of him, which is kind of ironic because after that series is over, and he doesn't really have a role until the end of the arc, at the end of the anime, where they go to a high price place because Onizuka promised the whole school that he was going to take him to like a beach resort or something, and he wanted to pay it out of his pocket because one of his students messed up. So instead of doing this, that, and the other thing, he decides to win a lottery to win a car, but he gives the car to a person that used to work for the girl that hates him the whole entire anime. And the funny thing is the fact that he helps him out by giving all the students to go to this place. The girl that picks on him falls in love with the nerd at the end of the anime. He doesn't really have a significant role after the first part, because that's the main reason. Each student, he teaches them moral lessons. The girls are the last ones to learn the lesson. I'll get to the girl that hates him the most last. And the funny thing is the fact that he teaches the guys moral lessons right from the very beginning. They're the first ones. They're his cronies, per se. They're also his video game buds and stuff like that. But the girls try to get Onizuka fired. They never succeeded until he gets arrested by helping out the girl that hates him the most. Now then, with that being said, every person goes on the side of Onizuka. The vice principal also tries to get him fired. Also, the board of directors try to get him fired. But the problem is that they want him fired because of reasons. I forget the reasons because it's been a long time. Because this is an old anime. It was made in the mid to early 2000s. So it's really old. The funny thing is the fact that they decided to switch their decision, even though the principal of the school made him cheat by giving him a perfect score, even though he pretty much got every answer wrong because he's a stupid idiot. Because she wants him to teach these kids moral lessons. And the funny thing is, and this is the most funny thing happened, is the fact that the reason when he went to take the tests for everyone, he took the test when he had 3 bullet wounds in his fucking skull. That's fucking badass. And then he passes out on the floor, even though he finishes the test, but then he passes out on the desk. They take him to the emergency room, and the only reason why he got shot 3 times was because the board director's daughter, I think there's the board director's daughter, the person that was trying to get him fired if he didn't get a good score on the test, her daughter got kidnapped, and he went to save her, even though he got shot 3 times. That was pretty much it. Okay? That is what the world of society is. Now, Great Teacher Onizuka is a great anime. The last character finds her heart, and she hates teachers. Because the last character that hates Onizuka never goes on the trip with everyone to the beach. Okay? She's the only character that doesn't do that, because she doesn't like teachers. Case in point, after they get back, she decides to stab the teacher. She has the most darkest backstory because of the fact that she stabs the teacher that made her best friend, who she was in love with the teacher, commit suicide because the school went and buried it by destroying his career by making him get fired and this, that, and the other thing. But that's what the main thing is about that anime. Okay, now then, it might be at number 67, but boy, those are all the reasons why it's better. Now the main reason why it's not higher on the list is, how do I say this? Well, first off, the gym teacher is a freaking pervert. He is a freaking pervert. He is the most perverted jackass ever. All he cares about is looking at high school girls' panties. Fucking pervert. He doesn't really have a thing about this, that, and the other thing. Also, there's one of the girls, the 3 girls that make a squad try to get Onizuka fired. They tried to put panties in his locker, which they failed because the girl that they wanted her to do it put the panties in her locker, went and did it to the gym teacher because she's an idiot. Problem is the fact that she's the most successful character of all of them because she turns into a model because Onizuka helps her out. The only problem I have with the character that turns into a model, even though she's in middle school, they tell her what bra size she has, okay? Why? She's an F cup, and she's in fucking middle school. She has big boobs. Luckily, Onizuka has at least some gentleman-like, so he doesn't want to touch them. Even though she politely said that you can touch him, it doesn't bother me. Why would you say that to a fucking teacher? That is so fucking wrong. Oh my god. But he helps her out trying to become a model. She does. She turns into a model and stuff. But that's the only gripe I have about the Great Teacher Onizuka. And the fact that the ending fucking sucked. Because she stabs the teacher that got him fired. He got stabbed because her friend committed suicide because she was in love with him, and then the school covered it up, so she went to stab him. She was going to go to jail, but instead Onizuka brought in the knife, and he says, I'm the one who stabbed the guy, and he goes to jail. After he goes to jail, when he gets out, he can't go back to that school, so he goes to another school with a bunch of delinquents, and he just acts like he just like the other thing, and that's the end of the anime. That is the most bullshit anime ever. There's also a side plot where the teacher that's friends with Onizuka, she has a crush on him, but she never tells him. But this anime has its issues. It has some good fight scenes and a lot of freaking dignities. Yeah, the best part of this anime is the gym teacher wants to have him have a swim competition with him. So the funny thing is if you're ever in a swim competition with someone and they're gonna beat and you think that you can't win, do what Great Onizuka does, because Onizuka not only beats the guy who's athletic and stuff, he does it by, I don't know, just laying down, just swimming underwater by not swimming at all. He doesn't even move, and when he hears the gym teacher come up close to the end of it, he gets up and says, "I win," even though he hasn't really done shit. All he's done is hold his breath. He's like in the bottom of water, not even moving. And when he sees the gym teacher come close, he gets up and then he just like, "Well, dude, you're not even making an effort, man." It's fucking hilarious because he fucking smokes. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that I love that scene. It's like early in the fucking anime too. I wish it was a lot longer. But the anime is pretty long. It's probably the longest anime that we've had so far. It has 43 fucking episodes. Most of it is mostly they're trying to plot to get him fired. Mostly the girls. The guys do it early, but then they realize that they want to help him out because of reasons and stuff. But yeah, the thing is the fact that there's also a teacher that tries to fire him because he likes the girl that he likes the girl that the girl talks to Onizuka more than him, and he gets pissed off at. Other than that, though, I would like to say that Great Teacher Onizuka is a classic. You should watch it. Just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Because there are a lot of dirty jokes and perverted scenes. There's no naked bodies or anything like that. There are panty shots. But I liked it. It was really good. I watched this when I was a teenager. I enjoyed it 100%. It doesn't have any nude scenes, so it's not like 18. You can watch as a teenager, but they do make a lot of panty jokes and a lot of sex jokes too. So, but then again, when you have the main character as a gang member, ex-gang member, of course you're gonna do it. There's also another character that is really noticeable, and that's his buddy. His biker buddy who owns a mechanic shop. He's there, I say. He's not really... You don't really need to know about him. They do give him a little backstory about him here and there, but he doesn't really... He's not significant to the plot that much. But that's Great Teacher Onizuka. It's skits number 67. I think I pretty much summed up the whole anime, to be honest with you. These anime videos, these anime numbers are going to get higher and higher a lot longer because of the fact that these animes that I know and love and dare, I like to explain it. Now then, this is where it's going to get a little interesting. From here point until until we get to number 60 to 59, all those animes between Great Teacher Onizuka until 59 or something like that, they're all going to be perverted. So I'm just giving you a heads up right now. I tried to make sure that all these animes are together. They deserve to be on the list, but I needed to put them all together because I didn't want to go to a kid's anime then go back to a freaking perverted anime. I'm not going to do that. So I just mashed them all up together. But that's the only reason why I'm making the exception for this because of the fact that I didn't want to put a perverted anime to a kid's anime right back and forth because then everyone would think that that's weird. But I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. Great Teacher Onizuka. The only thing I have to say about Great Teacher Onizuka that it's a little bit long. It's the longest anime that we've watched. It has 43 episodes. So just be on your guard. There's 2 seasons. The other thing I'd like to say that the opening theme song for the first season is fucking dope as shit. And that's why it gets number 67. So why doesn't it get further up? Because the ending sucked and some of the characters are kind of ridiculous or just stupid. So yeah, stay positive, everyone, and have a nice positive day. I talked way too fucking much. 15 fucking minutes. God damn it.